Hi everyone, I'm Amy Lee Miller. Happy belated Valentine's Day to everyone. It was just over the weekend. It is beautiful in New York today. I'm going to go for a run later. It's almost 50 degrees and sunny. My dad's in Kansas City and he told me it's 3 degrees there, an improvement from the other day where it was 1 degree. Yuck. Anyhow, it'll be springtime, before we know it. So this video today is about blueberries, sort of, kind of. It's also about what I think helps some people to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. My grandfather is one of those people, and this video is also a little bit about him. So being that it was Valentine's Day, I meant to call my grandpa and tell him just how much I love him and how special he is on Sunday. I actually got very busy and I forgot, so I called him Monday and we had a wonderful conversation. He shared his special stories with me like he always does. And as he was talking, I found myself typing because I'm a writer, that's what I do. And also because I know that he's not going to be here forever and I want to learn and remember as much about him as I possibly can. My grandpa is Alan, and he is 94 years old, and he looks maybe 70, 75 tops. He is very active. He still works, sings, dances, and pursues the ladies. He likes having a dance partner. He'll always or often share stories with me about a younger lady hitting on him, and he'll say, "Grandpa's still got it." Maybe I'll share some of those another time. And he does chair yoga, which he attributes to me. I guess I encouraged him years back, but he is the one that has stuck with it all of these years, every Wednesday morning at the Y. My grandpa lost the love of his life, my Nana, when she was just 50 years old, and I love listening to his stories about my Nana, what she was like, how they met. My favorite story that he shares is about the first time that he hugged her. He always says, "Stick a fork in me, I'm done." Okay, so switching gears here for a moment. Recently, I was with a very special friend, and she asked me, what's the first thing that you want to do post-COVID? And I didn't have an answer for her because I'm doing what I want to do, living my life right now. So I think it's so important to keep ourselves feeling good and happy, positive and active, even though with everything that's going on right now. Of course, it's important to be cautious and to be aware. But some of my friends tell me that they haven't worked out in a year. Gyms in the city closed, so they just stopped working out completely. They don't go out with friends. They wear the same clothes every day. And guess what? They feel depressed. My grandfather is not one of those people. He is still working, is still staying active, and still keeping a positive mindset. And I think that is why he has lived such a long and healthy and happy life. And his life has not been without loss, without sadness, without huge family arguments at times, but he still keeps going. My grandpa always likes to say that we are in sync, that he's there doing his thing many miles away from me, and I'm here doing my thing, but we are connected. And we're often thinking about each other at the same time, and we know it, and so one of us will reach out. And I told him that one of the things I love about him and one of the reasons I feel like he and I are so close is because of our ability to be honest with each other. Trust me, we definitely have had our heated arguments at times. I do not take it easy on him just because he's in his 90s. If I'm pissed off, I let him know. So we'll have these big disagreements at times, and sometimes one of us will need to apologize, and we do. Other times we just disagree and move on. It's really important to be able to be honest and be yourselves around others. My grandfather is a remarkable man. He served in the U.S. Navy in World War II. He graduated high school and he was off to war, and he told me he had seen half the world by the time he was 19 years old. He had seen buildings knocked down, people die, giant holes in the ground. He told me he's come close to death twice in his life, and his outlook and attitude is, quote, "I'm happy to be alive, good, bad, or indifferent." He's a very special person, and I feel like it's this positive outlook that has kept him still living this healthy, happy life and having great conversations with me, his granddaughter, at 94 years old with his mind completely intact. So I used to do stand-up comedy, and so sometimes my grandpa would tell me, "I have a joke for you." He's a pretty funny guy himself. Comedians hate that, by the way. Don't write jokes for us. But it was endearing. And anyway, the type of joke that an old man writes is not the type of joke that a young woman like myself is going to tell. So When my grandpa came to visit me years back in New York, I told him, you're going to do your jokes. I'm going to take you to an open mic and you're going to get on stage and tell your jokes. So at first he resisted, but then he got on board with the idea and he got prepared with his jokes and he did a great job. They loved him. I had to go up there and get him to come down off the stage because he didn't want to leave. So he's super special. Maybe I'll share a clip of some of my grandfather's stand-up.
Always said don't say anything nasty. I haven't gotten jokes on it. So, what a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Wait, this, you told me this was karaoke? So now I got to talk to you guys, right? Turn the lights up a little bit so I can. So anyway, once I knew I was on for tonight, I did some research. You ready for this? This audience is very sophisticated. That's the first part. That includes you, young man. Thank you. Women are beautiful. You love old folks, especially with a mustache. You guys are crazy about World War II veterans. Thank you very much. And love the color red. All right. People who know me call me Big Al. Now pay attention to the words. It's very, very close to being dirty. But it's not dirty. It explains things. My given name is Al. Years ago in the local YMC locker room. You guys been in the locker room?
Yeah.
They had a contest, okay? They dragged me into that thing because I still had my pants on. So you get with the rest of the guys when you drop your pants. I didn't win, but I did well enough. Hence the name Big Al. I'm not saying that. Well, now I need some help from the audience. You guys ready for this?
I have to pull you off this time.
You're pulling me?
I'm so sorry.
Guys, give it up for Big Al.
So when I hear a younger person say they haven't worked out in a year, I think, or they haven't been out to see friends in months and they're feeling blah, I think, fix it, do something about it. Not to make anybody feel bad, just to remind us of how powerful we are. We have the power to create the day we want for ourselves, the life we want for ourselves. I am someone I talk about in my other videos who used to be very unhappy, and I still have off days, but I know how to fix it. And trust me, you have the power to change your state of mind in just a moment, just like that. The other day I did have a little bit of a blah day, but I had been at home all day working on the computer. I needed to get out and move my body. I work out almost every day, but that day my muscles needed a break. So I threw on some jeans and some lip gloss. Yes, even under my mask, I wear my lipstick because I like it. It makes me feel good. And I went for a walk on the East River, and my state of mind completely changed just by moving around, moving my body around, putting some clothes on. You know, I felt good. It's so important to keep ourselves feeling good because we attract more of what we feel like. So listen to what it is that you need and give yourself that. Reach out, call a friend, go for a walk, do some yoga or stretching on the floor, clear out a closet, research something that you're curious about, find somebody on YouTube that you like to watch that inspires you, and eat your blueberries or whatever berry it is that you prefer. Nourish your body, nourish your mind so that you feel good. Why? Because we attract more of what we feel like. And don't you want good things for yourself? I'm Amy Lee Miller. Yes, you can.